started back popping.
And through that course, you got to know Mr. Govan.
Yes, ma'am.
Where would you meet Mr. Govan?
At first, Bobby started going to get the pills from him, and then, one particular day, Bobby ain't want to go, so, I went and got something from him myself.
Okay, and where was that at?
I was fighting more so for my son. I have an autistic son, so that's what my fight was mainly for. I was just thanking God, just praising God, because without him, I don't even know if I would have made it this far.
All right, what's up with it, y'all? So look, man, I'm back again with another video, right? And this is a brief update on everything that's going on after the Young Dolph case. It's not too much being said, which we already know how Dolph family moves. They really move in silence. But before I move forward, I do want to say RIP to Dolph again, and I definitely want to send my condolences out to his entire family, especially his wife and his children, and anybody else out there that had a genuine love for him. The fans too, like I said before in my other video, and I'ma always say this right here, this was my favorite rapper, bro. He really messed me up like I really knew, dude. Real talk. I've been listening to him since I was in high school, and shit, that's a long time ago, man. Real talk. But anyway it go, as you already know, Hernandez Govan was found not guilty today. And it's a lot of different people saying a lot of different shit. Y'all already know how it's going to go. But basically, some people are saying that it was evident that he was not going to go to jail. But ultimately, nobody really never knew, because it could have went so many different ways. They got snitches who go to jail consistently and all of that type of shit. But look, Glock, he actually got on there and made a post a while ago and basically said that his city failed him. Memphis failed him. And, he really ain't spoke on nobody in the courtroom and shit like that, because they really just been getting justice, right? But I think that he really just said this because of his family being hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, watching them hurt will make you speak out, even though you normally don't do that type of shit when it comes to the courts and the laws and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just know that they really are angry. But we already know it's going to be some type of justice, street justice. It's going to be some shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's, and everything I am saying is all allegedly just my thoughts and opinions. Now, I ain't trying to say it's the truth, but shit, that boy better make a move fast as he can make it. But it really don't matter where you go when you got some shit like this over your head. You know what I'm saying? People really had some love for Dolph. But Kenny Muney, he also had a video, and he was just basically just saying that shit. He was saying it without saying it, that cuz is the police. You know what I'm saying? That he was gonna get off regardless. And I've been hearing that this man was the police forever, but like I said, snitches still go to jail sometimes too. But I didn't know that he was allegedly snitching to this magnitude. I'm gonna let y'all hear what Kenny Muney had to say real quick, and I'll be right back.
See, Mr. Adam 22, I just told you, man. I told you. I just said in the interview. They gonna see I told you. I just told you, bro. Why don't ask me none of this shit, man. Listen, bro. Nah, man. Federal informants, man. Niggas do what they want to do, man. Fuck gonna do what they want to do, bro. What you expect, man? They gonna put a nigga. What you want that? What you think gonna happen? They gonna put him back on the street so they can go back to work, man. How you think they survive, man? How do you think a federal informant survive? How do you think? They live the best life. They drive Lambos. They do what they want to do, man. Child respect, bro.
But yeah, like I said before, shit, he was just basically just saying that cuz is the law, and as you can hear Govan talking, I'm gonna play that video again in here so y'all can hear it for those who didn't get to watch the other video and you just watching this one right now. And make sure y'all hitting the like button too. If you want me to bring updates and shit like this, little mini updates, then I will. Especially when it comes to Dolph, I will bring something here and there about that. But if y'all like me to bring updates in between these type of stories and shit like that, hit the like button, leave a comment and shit like that, and I'll keep on doing it. But y'all know I don't really move like that. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all hear Govan talking, but he was talking about he want to be out to be with his son. He feels alive again and all of those lame ass shit. I think that before you got into what you got into allegedly, you shouldn't even move like that if you was gonna be moving like this after the fact or during the fact. Shit. Dolph had kids, so what the hell you mean you ready to get to your kids? He want to get to his kids too. This should just be lame how people be out here trying to say certain shit after you done did some hoe ass shit, especially when the man didn't do nothing directly to you. You just want some money. You penny pitching, lame peon. But anyway it go, man. he got his own daughter taken out allegedly behind whatever. I don't be doing all that shit, but yeah, like look how many people you getting involved in your BS, and you got the nerve to say you want to be home with your kids and your family and all that shit, and you out here causing the problems. That shit crazy to me. But anyway, go man. I'm gonna let y'all hear what he had to say, and if you already heard it before, you want to hear it again, that's what's up. But basically, he was just saying that he was happy to be free. He's happy to be, not having to walk around nervous no more. He's been nervous for the past 4 years, and I ain't gonna lie, that man gonna be nervous for the rest of his life because you never know what'll happen. You got crazy ass fans out here that'll get you out the way just for the simple fact that you doing what you did. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. But ultimately, this is just a brief update. I'm gonna come back with another video probably tonight or something like that. Y'all hit the like button if y'all want me to drop another one. Other than that, man, I will holler at y'all later. R.I.P. to Dolph. It's just sad and unfortunate, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's so much shit I want to say and I could say. I could have ran these type of videos consistently, but I didn't feel the need to. You know what I'm saying? They getting justice and they'll continue to get justice. You know what I'm saying? In my personal opinion. But hey, let me know your thoughts and opinions. We're going to talk about everything in the comment section, and I'll holler at y'all later on another video as well.
I just want to say thank you to my attorneys, Manny, Robert, Haley, Beth, Handel, my private investigators, everybody for helping me. I didn't have the resources to necessarily, cover everything, and Manny still helped me, and he knew I was innocent. Everybody around me knew I was innocent. I just want to say thank you to the jurors for getting this right and getting my life back. I knew I had a chance from the beginning because I knew in my heart I was innocent. And so, it was times during the trial, of course, you get some frustrations and stuff here and there, but overall, I knew my innocence would prevail. Just want to say thank you to my family and the few friends that stuck close by me during this process. It's hard to explain the feeling of knowing you got your life back. And it's one of the best feelings I ever experienced. I was fighting more so for my son. I have an autistic son. So that's what my fight was mainly for. I was just thanking God, just praising God, because without him, I don't even know if I would have made it this far.
Taking off your shoulders.
Yeah, and have my life back.
What is the first thing you plan to do?
Go hug my son.
Mr. Govan, you haven't smiled all this week, but obviously you have a lot to smile about. Just tell me just about what you're feeling in right now.
Like I said, it's kind of hard to explain the feeling of getting your life back, just from 12 people, so I'm just blessed, and I'm just ready to go see my son.
What was going through your head when you were waiting for the verdict this morning?
Nervousness, of course, it's natural, but I got a team around me that was very confident and supportive, so without them, it wouldn't be no me. I just want to thank again Manny, Robert, Haley, Beth, Handel, Contrell, Leanne, and just everybody that played a part in proving my innocence.
You heard your attorney say if you're black and poor in Memphis, this is what happens. What would be your words of advice?
Leave Memphis.
Do you plan on leaving Memphis, sir?
Of course.
Was there any point throughout the week where you're like, you know what, I'm still nervous, prior to the verdict? Was there any point where it's like, I don't know which way it's going to go?
I've been nervous for 4 years.
How does it feel to be at the end of this 4-year journey that you've been on?
It feels great. Just feel like I've been born again. I get a chance to restart my life and do some positive things.
Do you think that this verdict will change how the court system is working here in Memphis?
As corrupt as this system is, I doubt it.
Mr. Aurora, do you think this verdict will change anything with the court system here in Memphis?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you state your first and last name for the jury?
Cornelius Smith.
And for the benefit of our jurors who may be taking notes and our court reporter, could you spell your first and last name?
Cornelius Smith.
And if it's okay, can I call you Cornelius?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Cornelius. You know an individual by the name of Hernandez Govan.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you see that individual in the courtroom?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you point to that individual and describe what he or she was wearing?
Man, right here with the white shirt on, black tie, bald head.
And I'd ask that the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant.
Record so reflects that the witness has identified the defendant in court.
And how long have you known Mr. Govan?
I met him in 21, and like mid 21, something like that.
Mid 21, so
Like in the middle of 21.
when you met him, under what circumstances were you meeting him?
I met him through an individual named Bobby. Buy pills at the time. I was just buying pills from him.
And would that be Bobby Carter?
Yes, ma'am.
And you were buying pills from Mr. Govan?
Yes, ma'am.
And what kind of pills were you buying from Mr. Govan?
Ecstasy and sometimes Percocet pills, oxycodone.
Would you say, why were you buying pills from him?
Because I popped pills. I was popping pills at the time.
Okay.
That was my drug pills.
Did you have a particular reason why you were popping pills?
I had a lot of stress going on or whatever, and it was on and off thing anyway, but then I was just back on.
Was there a particular incident that caused you to start?
I had lost my son in 2020, in March of 2020, and I just went back on, get back on.
You had been on them before?
Yes, man, I had been on before.
And he at some point stopped?
Stopped,
and after your son
got killed, I stopped at pop.
And that's through that course you got to know Mr. Govan.
Yes, ma'am.
Where would you meet Mr. Govan?
At first, Bobby started going to get the pills from him, and then, one particular day, Bobby ain't want to go, so, I went and got something from him myself.
Okay, and where was that at?
At his home, on Bradley Street, I believe, Main Street.
So was that how did you know this where he was?
Because I used to be right across the street at Bobby's house, you know what I'm saying, from his house.
So you've always gone to Bobby's house?
Yeah, I used to hang out with Bobby. I used to hang out with Bobby on the daily basis.
So let's go back to mid-summer or so, however you say it, of 2021, when you first came into contact with Mr. Govan. At what point did the situation change from you, or did it change from you buying pills from him to something else?
I guess after a couple runs of going to buy pills on my own from him, he started asking me, I want to make some money. He knew ways I could get some money. I'm like, yeah.
Did you want some money?
Yeah, because sometimes I go to him and ask, can I get a couple pills on credit? So, that was when he was like, you want to make some money? I'm like, yeah.
And why did you need money? Were you working at the time?
Yeah, nah, not really. I wasn't just working like that. I couldn't just keep a job with a pill habit like that. I ain't gonna lie like that.
Okay. So you wanted money. What did you want money for?
A lot of different reasons. Make sure my children were straight, pop me a couple pills, make sure I was good. A lot of different reasons.
And how many children did you have at the time?
I had 5. I got 5 now, but I had 6.
You had 6 altogether. But
Yeah, it was after my son got killed. I had 5.
And who is the mother of those kids?
Letitia Jackson.
So you wanted money to make sure your kids were okay. You pop a few pills, and you'd be all right.
Yes,
Did you have a girlfriend at the time?
yes, ma'am.
What's your girlfriend name?
Miss Angela.
Miss Angela. Does Angela have a last name? Arnold?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, 5 kids, a girlfriend,
Yes,
and a pill head.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So at some point, Mr. Govan asked you if you wanted to make some extra money.
Make some money.
And how were you supposed to make extra money?
Well, he told me that, you know, it was a little bounty on a couple paper out here.
Okay, I ain't understand nothing you said.
It was a hit on, it was a hit at the time on a couple guys in paper out here, or whatever.
Okay, and what were some of those individuals' names, if you can recall?
Paper out Woo, Young Dolph. I don't know all his name, because I ain't know exactly who they were.
At what point did he mention the actual bounties, as you say?
One night leaving getting some pills, he mentioned the prices on, you know, Woo had 50 on his head, Young Dolph had 100 on his head, somebody had 5 on their head, 10 on their head. He mentioned the prices too.
So it was almost like a catalog. This person cost this much. This person cost
telling
this
us
much.
who had money on their head, who had the most money on their head, and
who had
prices. Young Dolph
most?
had the most money on his head.
And he had 100,000.
100,000 on his head.
And when you say his head,
I mean, if you kill Young Dolph, you get $100,000.
okay. At some point, you will testify that about the shooting of Young Dolph. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Prior to that, were you involved in any other shootings?
Well, one day, Mr. Govan had provided me with a gun, and he told us that Paper Route Rue was at home one day. So as we approached the house, with me, Bobby, Justin, and another guy, I don't know the other guy's name, Bobby dropped me off. I get out walking on foot. Paper Route Rue was coming out the house, and he had his gun in his hand at the time, and I was walking up the street. And me and him had a shootout or whatever. And the gun he provided me had jammed up. So, you know, I had to duck and Bob and Weed, and Bobby had got to me. We got in the car and went back to his house and reported what had happened to him. And he was glad I ain't get killed that day right there. But Bobby was like, he wasn't messing with this stuff because he was believing what Justin them told him about we messed it up or whatever. And we didn't have our masks on and all this. So Bobby fell back.
Was there an incident with Paper Route Rue that you're aware of prior to the incident where you were involved?
Nah, I don't know nothing else about no incident with Paper Route Rue. Just this shootout that I had with him, that's all I know about it. And he was saying that he was going.
Who was he?
Mr. Govan was saying he was going.
Let me stop you. Did you call him Mr. Govan?
Nah, I called him Quick. That's what I knew.
That was your nickname.
Yeah, Quick.
Would you feel more comfortable calling him Quick?
Yeah, I called him Quick.
Okay.
Quick was saying that he was gonna you would pay by Woo Mama or whatever to find out what they be about, you know, play up on the other, find out where, you know, Woo and them be is, so we could reach out and touch them, find out where they is.
Was it just he was going to see where Woo was, or was there other Paper Route artists?
Any one of them, Woo or anybody in Paper Route, he was gonna make sure that, you know, he could play because the Mama liked him, so he was gonna try to play their father figure and, you know, find out where they is and make sure we could reach out and touch them.
So from when you met him in midsummer, the shooting with Paper Route Rue, how far from when you met him to when that shooting was?
I just can't recall, but it wasn't long after I met him though.
And was it a couple of days, couple of weeks?
I said a couple of weeks, probably about a month and a half or so. You know, I can't be specific about it. I ain't gonna lie like this. Were
you all looking for specific Paper Route Empire artists?
Yeah, we were looking for whoever we could find. So, you know, at the time on certain days or what, we were doing whatever we can. You know what I'm saying?
In regards to the bounty, were there other conversations about the bounty
Well, after that incident with Paper Route Wood or whatever, and the gun jammed up, like, I think probably the next day I pulled up old Quick House or whatever and to buy some pills. And when I pulled up, it was a truck sitting in front of the house or whatever.
Okay, what kind of truck?
I can't remember. I ain't gonna lie.
Like an SUV truck or F-150 truck?
Like an SUV truck.
Okay.
But I pulled up and I got out and when he said, he was sitting up there with Jook. And he was like, here go a little C right here. Here go C right here. So Jook was like, hold up, man. We ain't doing no talking around these phones, you know, take these phones outside.
Who said that?
Jook. Before we got to talking, he was telling him, like, we ain't talking around no phone, take the phones outside.
Who was he telling to take the
He
phone?
telling Quick that.
Okay.
Take the phones outside.
And did Quick take y'all's phones outside?
Yeah, I gave him my phone. He set them outside on the chair or whatever. And came back in and was like, yeah, this little C right here, this was the one that, you know what I'm saying, shot your woo. And,
Hold on, you did a whole lot of whoop.
well, you know, basically saying, this the one that shot it, woo. And, this one of the ones that I got to, you know what I'm saying, that I got on the business too. And Jook basically like nodding his head like, y'all gonna get y'all money, y'all handle y'all business, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna get y'all money.
What was the person you described as Quick? What was Quick saying?
He was just letting him know that, you know, I was one of the ones that he got on the business, that he had to put the work in or whatever.
Okay.
That he hired for the
Because I'm gonna need you to slow that down. He the one that hired on the business to do what now?
To make one of these, get a hit, do the hit.
Oh.
Do the hit.
I'd like to pass you a photograph. Do you recognize the person in that photograph?
Yeah, it is Quick and Big Jook.
Okay. Your Honor, if we could have that photograph entered into evidence as the next number to see.
No objection.
This is a picture of two gentlemen with white shirts, t-shirts on that's been described by the witnesses Quick and Big Jook. We'll mark this as exhibit.
You know, before we publish them, simply just ask if you have a time frame with this photo as far as authentication goes.
Sure, let me mark it. Mark this as exhibit 4 for this hearing.
Do you know when that photo was taken?
Nah, I don't know nothing about that photo. I don't know when it was taken.
That photo simply identifies the people you described as Quick and Jook.
Jook, yes, ma'am.
Any objection to
No.
permission to publish, Your Honor?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say that if it doesn't work. But the individual you described as Jook, is he on the left or right of this photo?
From my angle, he's on the right, the big guy, right on the right.
He's on the right. And the individual on the left, who is that?
That's Quick.
And Jook is the person, do you know his government name?
Nah, now since I've been locked up, Anthony Mills, since I've been locked up.
And Quick, you know it's Hernandez Govan, is that correct?
Hernandez Govan.
At some point, I'm sure you all exchanged phone numbers.
Me and Quick.
Okay.
I never had Jook number.
You never had Jook's number?
No, I never had no contact with Jook, like how to get in touch with Jook.
So any conversation about bounties went through Govan, is that correct?
Govan the one that did all the talking.
Okay. What name was Quick's saved into your phone?
I had it up on the bro.
Bro? Okay. And how many different phone numbers did you have?
He had 2 different numbers.
But they were both on your phone as bro.
Bro.
All right. So at some point, there was more information given, I guess, about the bounties. Is that correct?
Yeah, about the bounties. It was coming close to Thanksgiving or whatever.
All right. Well, let's back up. Let's get back to sometime before it starts to get cool. Go back. Was there another individual that was brought into this? Justin who?
Johnson.
Okay, and how did you meet Justin Johnson?
I met him through Quick as well.
At what point did you meet him through Quick?
Like around the time we did that, they hit on paper at Woo. When we went and shot at him, like that was like my first initial meet with him around that time.
And you said you met him through Quick or Mr. Govan. How did you meet him? Describe it.
When they found out that Woo was at the house or whatever, me and Bobby were called, and he called Justin up too, and we all met up at his house.
And who was he?
Quick House. We all met up at Quick House, and me and Bobby jumped in one vehicle, and Justin and another guy jumped in another vehicle.
But he was putting you all together.
Yeah, Quick put all us together.
Okay, you didn't know Justin before this day?
No, ma'am.
Never seen him?
Never seen him, never met him, I knew nothing about him.
All right, so some point we'll get to November, but what was your interaction with Justin over the course from when you met him?
After we did that and the gun jammed over paper out Woo, Justin then went back and told Quick that me and Bobby so-called messed it up or whatever. So, you know, Quick was like, y'all had y'all masks on. Justin them told him we ain't have our masks on. I ain't have my mask.
Govan knew that this was going on and he asked you to have a mask.
He the one gave me the gun to go out there.
He asked you to have a mask on.
Right. He asked me that.
Okay.
And he was saying like Justin was telling him that we messed it up or whatever, and that's when Bob was like he ain't doing nothing with nobody, he ain't getting involved in it or whatever, because Quick believe everything Justin them say, and you know at that time Quick basically was telling me like get with Johnson and get with Justin them, and you know what I'm saying, handle the bid and you want to get this money. Since Bobby acting like he acting, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you said.
Since Bobby acting like he acting, he told me to get with Justin and them, you know, since Bobby had pulled out of it.
Oh, Govan told you to get with Justin?
Yeah, Quick told me to get with Justin.
Okay. And what reason was he telling you to get with Justin?
So we could find one of the people out any artists to get this money, you know. And
so, what would Govan gain out of you all getting a bounty or a hit on one of the paper route?
he was getting a cut out of it. You know, he supposed to got $10,000 for me.
No matter who you hit or if it was...
Young Dolph, he supposed to got $10,000. I did $100,000. I did $50,000 I was getting. He was getting $10,000 out of it.
So throughout the summer, going into the fall, did you and Justin and Govan ever meet?
Yeah, we'll meet up over Quick House. Like, we'll go over Quick House, and that's what we always met up at, over Quick House.
And then, what was the purpose of meeting there?
Really, like, we'll meet up over Quick House to talk about a lot of things. Basically, you know, about a ban on somebody, finding somebody. You know, sometimes we'll watch the games over there. You know, we'll be over there about a lot of things, basically.
But for Govan, you wouldn't have met Justin?
Nah, I wouldn't have met Justin if it wasn't for Quick.
Prior to Mr. Govan telling you about bounties on these PRE individuals, the rappers, artists, were you aware that there were bounties?
No, ma'am. I had no idea about it.
Were you aware of who the PRE artists were?
I knew about Young Dolph, but I didn't know about none of these other artists or nothing like that. I had to Google them. And to actually Google them. Once he told me, I had to really Google them to find out.
So there would be, like throughout the summer, you all would meet and he would talk about the bounty.
Talk about the bounty on them. And first we like, man, I was thinking to myself, it's impossible to get Young Dolph, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody can get no Young Dolph. But, you know, I was thinking to myself that was impossible. So, you know, I had to Google the other guys to see who they were.
Well, fast forward. Let's get to November. Look, it's the week before Thanksgiving. What was going on then?
He was telling us, you know, they got turkey.
Who was he?
Quit, Govan, quit. I mean, he was telling us that, you know, they had turkey drive. Each artist had a different day where they were doing turkey drive or whatever, and you know, that's our opportunity. We can make some shake in.
Okay. When you say make some shake, what's shake?
Like try to catch him and, you know, get the money, do what he don't want to.
Were you aware about this turkey drive prior to Govan telling you that?
Nah, cause I don't know nothing about what paper route do, so nah, I probably wasn't.
Did you listen to their music before, or did you?
I listened to Young Dolph, but I ain't listened to his artist. I ain't know who his artist was. I listened to Dolph though.
So, Govan was telling you about the turkey drive.
Right. He was telling me in just.
I'm sorry.
He was telling me in just.
Were y'all together when he was telling you?
Right, at his house.
At his house. Did he mention the bounty again? Did he mention the money?
Well, we had already knew the prices on majority of their heads, basically. On everybody else doing the turkey drive, we had already knew the prices already.
Including Dolph.
Including Dolph.
And let's go to November the 16th of 2021. What were you and Justin doing that day?
Well, he had called me up. He came and picked me up. We had went because they had a turkey drive in South Memphis somewhere. And me and him was out. We was riding, trying to get one of the artists that day that was doing the drive down there. And as we was out there, I got out on foot. And there was a lot of folks out there standing with guns with her. Justin was in the car. And he called me and told me that he had got a call that Young Dolph was at a gas station up the street from where we was at. So I ran back to the truck, and I jumped back in the truck. When we got to the gas station, Dolph was gone. So we rode around for a minute, then he dropped me back off at the house. And I laid down that night, and he was like, tomorrow we go back out and see what's up.
So on the 16th, at any point, did you think, okay, maybe we have a shot at getting Dolph?
Yeah, because we knew he was in town. We knew Dolph was in the city then, and we knew that tomorrow we were full-fledged now. We know we anything is shape right now. We gonna get somebody. We gonna strike. Tomorrow is our day. We gonna strike somebody. We gonna get lucky tomorrow.
And at any point, did you all have this conversation with Mr. Govan?
Yeah, we were telling him like we really getting close. We getting fed up with playing. We finna get somebody basically. And he was like, y'all do y'all thing. Y'all y'all big.
And in return, you all were supposed to, you expected to be getting money, son.
Right.
Because that's what he promised you.
Right.
So let me ask you also, one of those, Justin, what did he do for a living?
He was a rapper.
At any point, did you all participate in a music video or anything?
Yeah, I was called by Mr. Govan to be in the video because I don't know Justin and like that. So I was in the video, but I didn't want to be in it, so I put a mask on my face.
And when was this video shot?
Like in summertime of 21. I can't tell you the exact date, exact month, nothing like that,
but it was prior to. Was that after
it
the
was
hit
after,
on Who?
It was after that. Yeah, it was after the Who hit.
But prior to Dolph.
Dolph, right.
Okay. You have a photograph that is before you, previously been shown to the defense counsel. Do you recognize the contents of that photograph?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is that photograph?
This the photograph of us in front of the house where y'all found the car is shooting a rap video.
And who's all in that video?
Justin. I don't know the other two guys. Hernandez Govan. And I'm standing right behind Hernandez Govan with a mask on my face.
Young, if we could have that photograph and it as evidence, that's the next number.
So this is a photograph with 5 individuals in the picture. Mr. Govan with a cap on. The witness describes himself standing behind Govan with a mask on. And an individual with a red cap on. Is this Justin Johnson?
Yeah, fine.
Justin Johnson in the picture with the baseball cap on, holding a stack of money. We'll mark this as exhibit 5 to this hearing.
Could we just ask when that supposedly was? I think you may have
He's
said.
already said he did.
So he doesn't know this one?
Hold on. Let's mark this and then you can ask your question before. You want to ask questions?
I ask you again, do you recall when this was taken? Or the video, excuse me, the photograph that you were just looking at, not this one, but the one you just handed to
That was the video. I don't know what month it was. I don't know like exact time it was, but I know it was sometime.
It was
after. It was after the paper I was with. That's all I can say about it.
And
No.
Your Honor, who published the picture?
Yes.
Could you describe for the jury what we're looking at here?
There's the video shoot of us at the house across the street from Quick House, across the street from Hernandez Govan house.
Who is this individual?
I don't know him.
Who is this?
It's Justin Johnson.
Who is this individual?
I don't know who that is.
Who is this?
That's Hernandez Govan.
And who is this individual?
That's me right there.
Why did you have a mask on?
Because I wasn't part of their little crew, and, you know, I ain't want to bring no little beef upon myself. He asked me to be quick, and then they go there and asked me to be in the video. That's why I'm standing, like, right behind him, because I ain't know none of them other guys.
So we're gonna, I know I'm doing some time warping. But this was summertime. We're gonna go back to November, at this point, November 17th. Right? What was going on that morning? What do you recall about that morning? November 17th, 2021.
It was actually my daughter's birthday. I woke up. I had a missed call from Justin Johnson. So, I don't know if I called him back or he called me back, but somehow he got on the phone. We was on the phone, and he was telling me that he was finna pull up on me.
And did you plan to meet him that day?
Yeah, we had been out the day before, you know, on the turkey drive or whatnot. That's when they told us the doc was at the gas station, but we were gone. So the next day we knew another turkey drive. So we were gonna get up that day and, you know, try to get to that turkey drive.
So this was this a Wednesday, would you say? If you recall?
I can't recall.
It was a November
17th,
17th.
my daughter's birthday.
All right. So how long from when you received a call from Justin to when he came to get you?
He close by, so it was like a couple minutes. Cause he was close by. It wasn't long. He was close by.
And I don't know if I asked you before, but how far from Mr. Govan's house to your house? How was that far?
Nah, it wasn't far. A couple minutes. It wasn't far.
So he wasn't far because he came pretty quickly once he
Yeah, he
was on the
came fast.
Okay. And when he arrived, what type of vehicle was he?
He was in a white Mercedes-Benz.
Had you ever seen him in that white Mercedes?
Nah, I ain't never seen that car before.
What car would you normally see him
In an SUV, like a white truck or something.
in? And did you ask him why he had this?
I ain't asked no questions. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't asked no questions. I just jumped on in there because I knew we was on a mission.
At this point, had your mission changed to Dolph knowing that he was in town?
Yeah, anybody. At this point, anybody, like in paper, anybody.
So, he picks you up.
He picked me up.
And where did he pick you up from?
He picked me up from my pop's house. Once he picked me up, we went back to right in front of Govan, Hernandez Govan house.
Okay, is that on Bradley Street?
On Bradley Street, yes ma'am.
And when you went back to Govan's house on Bradley Street, what did you do then?
He jumped out the car and jumped and grabbed somebody in his suburban truck.
Could I ask if we identify who the he's are? It's getting very confusing with the hearsay.
I think Ms. Taylor was going to do that. She's been doing a pretty good job at it.
We've got a lot of theys and he's, and it's very confusing.
That's why I asked. So the he that jumped out the car, who is the he?
Justin Johnson jumped out the car and he jumped out the white Mercedes-Benz and grabbed something out of his SUV that he had parked by across the street from where his house is, right?
Okay. And I didn't ask you, where is this house?
Across the street from Hernandez Govan house, where we'll park it or hang out at. We'll park in front of his house and go to his house and hang out. Go to Hernandez Govan house.
Go to he, all right. You park in front of Govan's house.
We park at their house and to go over to Mr. Hernandez Govan house and hang out.
All right. All right, so Justin got out of the car, opened the door or something to the SUV, got something out.
Right.
Did he get back in?
Yes, ma'am. He got back in and we took off.
Okay, do you know what he got out of the car?
No, ma'am. I can't remember.
All right. You previously mentioned that you all were kind of on a hunt.
Right.
When you go hunting, you have guns.
Right.
Did you have a gun?
Justin Johnson already had the guns in the car. Prior to me getting in, they was already in the car.
Did you all have masks?
Yes, ma'am. I had my own mask, my own gloves, and Justin Johnson had his own mask and gloves.
At some point, did you put these masks and gloves on?
Yes, ma'am. We once Justin grabbed something out of that white SUV, we proceeded on heading towards Westwood area.